Oh, I know Noah very well. I've taught him since middle school. I got to teach him 7th and 8th grade. And then when I got moved up to the high school to teach technology here, I got to teach him for 3.5 years up at the high school. I would describe Noah, he's just a very honest kid. He's very open. I have a very good relationship with him. I miss having him in class. I used to see him every morning, and he's one of those students that you can go to and you kind of build a real connection with. He's just a nice guy to talk to. Phenomenal golfer. I like to hear the stories about his success as golfing. The fact that he's going to Lemoyne to golf. It's just, it's neat to know that students kind of are moving on as they graduate, what their plans are for the future, and how much time he's put into his golfing.
You know this about Noah Wells, right?
Talking about Noah Lee. Who's Noah Wells? You asked me if I know Noah well, and yes, I do know Noah Lee very well. Who is Noah Wells? Who?
That's a good question, Mr. Sykett. I'm sure that many of you feel the same way about Noah Wells. Heck, even we feel the same way about him sometimes. He's such a quiet, reserved kid that sometimes his witty comments even catch his best friends off guard. But really, who is Noah Wells? From humble beginnings, Noah grew up in the city of Oswego. Growing up, Noah had been known as few things. And when I say this, I mean nobody knows much about him. His father, an avid pumpkin farmer, describes him as an enigma. His mother, who loves him dearly, refers to him as a jigsaw puzzle that can never be solved. In order to further delve into this subject, we found it fitting to ask acquaintances of Noah 3 simple questions. How do you know Noah? How would you describe him? And what is your favorite memory of Noah? However, we cannot be held accountable for what else was said.
Well, I've had the pleasure of having Noah in class back in 9th grade, in my Global Studies 9 class, and of course, most recently in my American Civil War and Reconstruction class. At least I think he was in my class. He might have been an illusion or a ghost, but as far as I know, he was on my roster.
Noah went on the senior trip, and that was when I first got the Noah experience.
I know Noah. I met him on the playground in 5th grade. He started rapping Eminem lyrics to me, and I thought this kid was something special.
Well, this may be a little known fact to you, but it just so happens that Noah and my wife are relatives, and I've known Noah since he was probably born. My wife and Noah's dad are first cousins.
I don't know Noah. I didn't know he could talk until you guys told me he could.
I met him at Woosaw on a weekend.
Noah was in my Algebra 2 class last year. Let me think. Yeah, he was there. Yeah, I can remember now he was there.
Met Noah, I don't know how many years he's been playing. We better start this again. I met Noah 3 years ago when he came out for the varsity tennis team.
Boisterous, energetic, loquacious. Can't get a word in edgewise.
Small, cute, kind of creepy sometimes. Don't really know what he's thinking all the time.
2 words, you know. I mean, he's a tiger. He's a lion. He's a liger. 1 word, liger.
He is kind of mean sometimes, very stern. He used to beat me up.
An illusion or simply a ghost that you know appears in your room, and you usually check him off as being present, but you don't ever hear or see or know that he's actually there.
My favorite food really is spaghetti and meatballs. It's a fact. You want an interview, you'll get a good interview with me. What else do you have in mind?
Just ferocious, but at the same time, you know, I heard some of the girls talking, they just wanted to cuddle with him.
Noah's like extremely outgoing, really talkative. He's like always stopping people, always smiling, always talking to everyone. Obnoxious, definitely.